What's good? What's good? It's your guy Travelmatic, and we are back with another live stream. Matic Mondays. It's Monday, so we here. And if this is your first time here, we talk about all things remote, digital nomad, transferring your skills, little traveling, events while traveling, which we will talk about today. So definitely like and subscribe. Share this video with friends, family who you think would benefit from this video. And if you're returning, what's good? Hey, we back. Thank you for coming back to check us out and laugh, joke, inspire, all that good stuff. And so we had a person that was missing last time. So what's good, Sports and Heels? Welcome back.
Thank you. Hey, everybody.
Oh, the people missed you. The people missed you. Yes.
Hey, y'all.
Yo, where Tiff at? Where Tiff at? Like, who is this?
Nobody missed me. They want to ask about me.
Yes. I said, man, I ain't even gonna bother her. I don't want her to come. I want her to enjoy her time. We had a good show.
Yeah, I did.
We had a good show last week.
I hear you had a good show, and I'm glad you had a good show. I wasn't concerned. I knew that you always find great guests to fill in. So, I'm happy you were able to do that. But I was having me a good black ass time down in Colombia. So, I mean, as much as I love doing this show and giving y'all information and encouraging you, I can't do that if I'm not doing the same, which is living my best life. Okay.
Yes. We saw it from Instagram and did you put it on TikTok?
No. I actually went on a TikTok hiatus. I didn't even hardly watch TikTok while I was gone.
You didn't watch TikTok? Oh my gosh.
I was living in the moment. I didn't care what was happening on social media. I was truly enjoying. It was not a vacation. Let me just start by saying that. Everybody said, "How did you enjoy your vacation?" This was not a vacation.
Oh wow!
Second half of the trip, yeah, but the first half, the part of Colombia, no vacation. It was. We'll get into it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. We should have some other individuals come on. Not sure just yet, but I know Dee says she's coming on, so I may have let the cat out the bag already on that one, but so that means she got to come. If I done told everybody she's coming, so come on, Dee, come on over and great show last week. Miss Kyla stepped in, talked about working from DR, which that was cool. Learned a lot of good things myself. But we are talking all things Cali, Colombia today. I missed it, and
yes, you did.
I did hate that, but I had to, had to get on the plantation and really work. Even if I would have been working remotely, I still would have been busting my tail. A lot of good things went on last week and the week before, but that's some of the downfalls too. Like you working and you in another country, so
yeah, that's why I didn't. I probably could have worked a little bit, but I chose because of the nature of this particular trip, being that I was going to be attending an Afro festival like nothing I've seen before, meaning there's things to do during the day. And since you're in another country, you're also partaking in some of the cultural things that this festival might be bringing in, as well as exploring the city. And then attending festival events in the after hours or the late hours, the evening hours, the late hours, and the after party hours. So it was, I knew going into it that working would probably hinder this. And hindsight coming home, it was absolutely the right decision. A lot of you guys know I'm a contractor, so when you take time off work, you don't get paid. So, like Adrian said, sometimes you have to put in the work to be able to take these kind of trips where you're going to be not working, um, or not working every day, or not working as much. So you want to, have the time to do the things that you really are there to do. And it was a great decision for me. It definitely enhanced the quality of the trip. And from now on, if I'm going to be attending a festival, then I'm going to have to make sure I'm being strategic with my work planning so that I'm able to take that time off to fully enjoy it like I was able to for this trip. It ruined me being able to do that. If I'm just visiting the country and there's not a particular festival or an event that I'm interested in attending, then I won't have a problem working. But if it is something like this, then it's best not to, because it's just so much going on.
Right, right. I learned that the hard way too. With you can get off and you can pretty much do things, even if it was I'm getting a little feedback. You got another um device on, but
Nope.
when you when you work abroad, especially like Central America, Latin America, you have an hour or two difference. So I mean, you getting off the earliest you could probably get off and slide out, to do something 3, 4 o'clock p.m. I mean, you can't really do no excursions or nothing like that. So,
No.
but you got the nightlife. You got all the nightlife to do stuff,
Oh
but
yeah.
sometimes not.
Not nightlife is not enough, to be honest with you.
Right.
Sometimes we left to go to the festival around 4 o'clock because there were vendors we wanted to um, see and visit, before going into the main, you know, festival area. And again, we'll talk more about the actual festival and how it was kind of set up. Um, because I can, what I'm going to say is going to be a very bold statement, which is the U.S. is not doing festivals correctly. We're not doing festivals correctly. Um, the way they ran this festival with the amount of people that I witnessed in this location, this festival could never happen in the US. Never. It would never happen. For so many reasons. For so many reasons. But just from the execution standpoint, they got that festival thing down pat. You hear me? They got it down.
You got it down, huh?
I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. So in the US, if there's a festival, and I don't care what stage you go to, I don't care if it's Essence Festival, I don't care if it's a Made in America. We have a festival here in Cincinnati called Macy's Music Festival, the Jazz Festival, and they have multiple stages where they have multiple acts performing, and they'll switch their content. I mean, switch their equipment over, and then the next performer will perform, and all of this. The way they did it at the Festival Petronio Alvarez is they basically had one big stage, and they cut it in half with like a wall that was on a rotator. And you had one act performing on the front of the rotator, and then the motherfucker would rotate. Excuse my language, because I was just like, why are we doing this? Maybe we're doing this and I don't know about it. But the stage
rotated?
Would rotate, and the new band would be on the other side, ready to go. And the old band on the other side would be taking their stuff off, and the new band would be coming on while that other band is performing.
Wow. Okay.
So the breaks in between artists were maybe 5 minutes of announcements or some kind of promo where they bring out the host and the hostess, and they have a little banter back and forth. But that only lasted for a few minutes before the next act was ready to go. Like, they were already on stage ready to go, and the host would just be talking while the other band is ready to go. Like, they ready to go.
Wow.
And so and that did that all day and all night, y'all. We ain't talking about one or two artists. We're talking about several artists throughout a 12-hour period, just playing, and that stage rotating back and forth. It was incredible. So you literally went from one major act to another major act to another major act, and it was just a constant flow, and constant music and entertainment. And we're not doing music festivals right.
Okay. So I see someone in the background here. Um, who can really break this all the way down? She has her new YouTube channel. She came out with a great video to help newcomers to the festival and to Cali. I would like to bring to the stage the streets know her as D in Cali or Tours by D, but her mama call her Dahana. Welcome to the stage. Oh,
Wait, your mom?
what's good? We was waiting on you. The people listen
up,
to the
family?
audience.
Not you calling her by her government name.
I'm saying no.
What's up, D?
Look, I miss Tiffany. Like
I
miss
know.
you. I miss her.
What's
I miss
good?
you too. I miss you too, but we haven't linked in a while. But this is the most recent link. Like you were the missing
I ain't
link.
jealous. I'm not jealous.
Yeah, you were the missing link. You were really the missing link this time. Like for real. You really needed to come.
No, it needed to be estrogen energy. He didn't need to be there yet. Now the next time, there's no excuse. He should be there.
Oh, yes, you might as well program yourself for next year.
Okay, I definitely will. Y'all got me a little envious.
And both of y'all doing the whale watching tour with me next year.
Oh Lord, I'm not doing. I told you, D. I am not interested in watching no whales.
Hey,
you can go eat.
I'm gonna tell you. But I saw the video or something, a little snapshot you had. It was a video because I remember seeing the fin cane. I was like, oh, that looks dope. You know, because I thought, you know, when you have an appointment with nature could not show up. You know,
right?
I don't know how hard I prayed the night before. I was praying. Boy, I was praying. I was
like the whale just waiting in the water. Like, man, I hope these niggas come.
Right, and it was a mama and a baby.
Yeah, they was doing they were showing out for y'all.
Yeah, the guys showed out for y'all for real.
Look, the baby was learning. I guess the baby was learning. The mom was teaching the baby like how to use his fins. And for a moment, the baby like kind of flipped over. He was like, you kind of see his belly, and he couldn't turn back over. He was just like, ah. And we're like, oh, he's like every kid, you know, he's learning how to swim. He doesn't know how to use his own body. So somehow he flipped back over, you know, and then they both let out their breath. You know, I learned that they can be underwater up to 45 minutes without having to come back up for air. I learned that up to 1,300 whales come to the area, and all types of other different animals. We saw dolphins that day too. I've never seen dolphins outside that, but again, we had a child with us. So children energy is important. You know, God loves children.
Right.
Love people, but you know, he loves children and children and animals, you know, it's like Snow White.
Facts.
Literally.
Okay, so it was kid friendly.
Oh yeah,
definitely. Petronio is super kid friendly. They actually have, I don't know if Tiffany saw it, but there's the kids competition as well.
Yeah, I saw part of that. I was there. That was like in the afternoon.
Yes, most of the kids like competitions and stuff is in the afternoon because you have to remember Petronio is a competition and each band that performs is actually competing in a category to see who's going to be the best. And the first night where we met was last year's winners. Those are the ones that performed. Oh, okay. Every opening night is last year's winners. That's why they didn't have the stage ready, you know, flipping around like it does with the band ready to go, because it's a 360 stage. When Tiffany said the next band is up and ready to go, it's because there's a 360 stage and that thing turns around, you know, while the host is doing the most, you know, because they're hosting. Right. Because this is live as well. They show this live. They stream it live. Like every year I send the link to my mom. It's free. Like you can watch it for free online. every night. They don't do the afternoon. They only do like the performance part that they stream live. So that's why she's on there hosting, talking, and there's so much camera work and stuff going on because it's live on our regional channel, Telepacifico. Every region, almost every region in Colombia has their own regional channel. Like in Medellin, they have Teleantioquia. In the coffee region area is called Telecafe. Barranquilla, they have Teleatlántico, I believe, something like that, something in that area. But ours is Telepacifico. I love Telepacifico. They show a lot of like different educational things about Colombia and the region. And every year they host Petronio every single day. So while the host is talking and talking to the audience and talking to the TV audience, you have this 360 stage that's slowly but surely going around.
Yeah.
Man, ready to go in position. They be like,
Yeah. They're already standing in position.
Yeah, everybody's in position with their instruments and their, whatever dancers they have on set, everybody's ready to go. So it's just so spectacular. I love Petronio. It's great. Every year it just gets better and better.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my guy Flyboy Wade, the Flyboy Wade. That's FLYBOY. Don't ask why. Just check out his channel, Flyboy Fresh. He was at Petronio last year and had a video. I think you said you saw it, Tiffany. So he was there representing. Great footage, and Flyboy do it his way. So it's dope content he got on his channel. I wanted to actually show something that Tiffany sent me as well too.
And before and while you're looking for this to show this is for our American viewers. This is not for people who have been to festivals or Afro something in Brazil or any kind of festivals in Colombia or South America, even in Africa, wherever. This is for my Americans because we don't have this. I know y'all might think we do with like Made America and some of the other festivals, but trust me when I tell you, we don't have anything like this. We don't.
Essence Fest.
Essence Fest is nowhere. Take Essence Fest and multiply it times 10. That's Petronio Alvarez. For real.
Really?
Yes.
Because I hear so many good things about Essence Fest.
I'm talking about the amount of people.
Well, we do get, last year we got almost up to 300,000 people that came throughout the 5 days.
Yeah,
but I don't know how long Essence Fest is.
It's a weekend. It's a whole week.
Yeah.
That's why I said it's times 3 because you'd have to do Essence Fest the whole week for it to be like Petronio Alvarez.
And they said this is the largest Petronius in history. 500,000.
Oh my goodness! It doubled.
It felt like it. It felt like it.
There were a lot of people there.
This is for my American people. Y'all have not seen anything like this. I was in awe, but at the same time, when you see this video, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see.
Yes.
You'll see.
All right, let's go with it.
There were a lot of people here.
Ya vaina buena, me huele a Petronio, me huele a lechera. Ya vaina buena, me huele a Petronio, huele a gozadera.
Tiffany. Gotta have your handkerchief.
Colombia, potencia de la vida.
This year was number 27. It's 27th year.
Oh, wow.
Picando el bombo y a mí el cuerpo se me acelera. Esto me huele a Petronio y mi madre mucha gozadera. Sírvame un trago, mi hermano, que hoy me voy a dar candela. Meta requita carajo y que se forme la rechera, 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 que se forme la
Take me back.
Mucha vaina buena, mucha vaina buena.
Take me back to a week ago.
I know, it was just a week ago.
Mucha vaina buena, mucha vaina buena. Me huele a Petronio,
We was literally
huele a
text
gozadera.
messaging a week ago saying how tired we was. I don't want to get out the bed.
Literally. I was like, I don't want to see nobody no more. I'm done.
Colombia, potencia de la vida.
That was beautiful.
It was. I mean, look at that first image. Is really just so
All those
drawing.
doggone people.
Because I was somewhere in that crowd.
In the front too,
In the
because she would
front,
be
too.
all by the stage and stuff.
You was in the
That's
crowd.
not my area.
Yeah. It was a phenomenal festival. Cali has my heart. Those people, man, they share everything with you, whether it's food, and everybody know why we there. So it's so blackety black. Like I had all my Black Fist t-shirts, my Black Girl Magic earrings, my Afrocentric headpieces, jewelry, all of those things that we as a community celebrate here in the US. They celebrate it on a whole nother level, y'all, over in Colombia, especially at the festival. It is very much a warm family feeling. People are coming to you and they're telling you, oh my God, I love your earrings. I love your outfit. They're really like, the women are like hugging each other. We don't know these people. I don't know these people. I don't know them. They don't know me. But it is such a loving environment. The brothers are smiling at you. Even I met expats. Shout out to Chris, who lives in Cali.
Out here with King.
Out there, just like in the community. And shout out to D, the community you built there in chat groups and stuff like that. Really freely share information. It's so much love there in Cali, and it's exponentially so much more when the festival is going on, because everybody's just trying to be around each other. Everybody's just trying to love on each other.
Literally.
Everybody's trying to learn something about the culture and the festival and different aspects of the festival. And it's not just music. I don't want people to think it's just music. There was art, there was poetry, there was literature, there were opportunities for so many different types of just vendors inside and outside the festival, which most of the time, if you've been to Atlanta, you've been to a festival in Atlanta outdoors, they have vendors in the little area, but like the whole block, like the whole city of Cali, the stores that's normally open in Cali, they got vendors out there. They got the mamas and the babies and the grandmas out there selling viche, and really getting an opportunity to just be amongst each other. And I was living my whole black ass life there.
Right, because that whole long ass line on the way to go into Petronio, and now on both sides you got vendors just to go into the event. You got vendors on this side. You got, mostly they're on the side of the grass, but you got people selling your kebabs on a stick.
Yep.
You got people selling viche. They got games for kids, like all types of stuff. This is all types of stuff going on the way just to go into the festival.
Yeah. I mean, and they had a whole section for just viche. Like, it ain't like viche is mixed in with the food. Like, they had probably 60 vendors inside selling viche, probably 100.
Like 100.
Yeah, probably
had like 100.
And probably 200 more outside,
And that's not counting exactly the ones that are outside selling their viche. That's not counting all the other people that make viche from their homes at the beach on the Pacific coast, because not all of them can come. The ones that are as vendors, they've probably legalized their brand to a certain extent. The ones that are outside, that's like no name brands. They made it at home.
Yeah.
So you're at your own risk in a sense.
Try it at your
But
own. Yeah.
exactly.
And they was cut up to you like you be walking through and because the line to get in the festival would start outside. So you got to be
outside, yeah.
you got to be where the vendors are if you're gonna get in line to get in. So you gonna see the Vice, and they gonna hand you the little, the little shot cup that's either plastic or paper. They walk up to you with samples. But by the time you get inside the stadium, if you've been taking samples, you already lit because you haven't even gotten to like inside. You've been taking samples because they want you to buy, so they're gonna give you the samples.
Look, you followed all my tips to the T. Thank you.
Oh yeah, the tips.
I told her. I said I think that was like tip number 7 or something, or number 6. It was have a Vice tasting. Just go around from each vendor to vendor, see which one you like the most, and if you don't like anything, you're gonna be drunk by the end of you taste testing from every vendor what you like.
Facts.
I mean, I don't know if you're gonna go around all 100 vendors, but if you start with like the first 10, that's 10 shots right there.
Yeah.
At one vendor alone, you can end up trying 4 shots of 4 different things.
And did. And did. Let me taste that again.
And did. Yeah.
But it was
we did the most.
Yeah. And some of that Vice, boy, I would have to do like this because I felt like it was putting hair on my chest. Like some of that Vice is real.
Most definitely.
Oh, I thought y'all was saying like ceviche.
No, Vice.
No.
It's tell them what Vice is.
V for Victor, I for ice cream, C for casa, H for home. Yeah, casa home. There you go. And E for elephant. Vice. Vice is fermented sugarcane. And they ferment it for like a week or something like that. And Vice is the base for all the other drinks that are sold at Petronio. Because it's not just Vice.
Viche.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Si, senor.
I'm trying to see. So it's like a moonshine or something.
Well,
it is like a moonshine. Yes, it is. It is. That's what it is.
Yeah. And
it's a medicinal moonshine. Yeah. It brings happiness to the body.
Okay.
It really does. Yes, it brings happiness to the body. It brings joy. It brings joy to your life. I don't know how else to explain it to you. Aside from the fact that it's also like a liquid Viagra.
Yeah, it's an aphrodisiac.
It is an aphrodisiac, correct. There are some that are more aphrodisiac than the others, but it is an aphrodisiac.
Okay, I see something here now. Let me. It says share screen. I need to try some of this Vice. It says Mexico has tequila.
It's like Mama Juana in a sense.
Okay. Peru has Pisco. In Colombia, a push for Vice now legal.
Yes, that was something that happened. I followed this story closely because that was something that happened during the weeks leading up to the festival.
Yes, it is. But what did they do? Because I forgot. They legalized because they've been trying to do this because, of course, people of fairer shade are trying to make their own Vice and sell it as
the official drink of Colombia.
Right. Well, of the Pacific Coast.
Yeah. I'm about to say, not aguardiente now. That aguardiente, Lord. I'm telling you.
Drink that stuff. I don't want to say that's the official drink of Colombia, though.
You wouldn't say that's the official drink?
I mean, many different regions in Colombia make their own rum and their own aguardiente. But I feel like we drink way more rum than aguardiente in Colombia. Ron Viejo de Caldas. We drink that a lot.
Okay.
And whiskey. We drink a lot of whiskey out here. A lot of Old Part and Buchanan's. That's what we like.
Yeah, that Buchanan.
But Buchanan's has another cheaper whiskey called Black and White. That was official.
Hold on, let me see. I
Get
ain't
toasted. Black and white.
I mean,
It's
that
a little
Aquadense
white
had
dog and a black dog. Why would you drink that? Like, never, don't ever do that to your body again.
Yeah. That makes that
Please.
sound like a toxic combination for a liver.
Exactly. Like, I only drink Vice or tequila. That's it.
And it's called Black and White.
Black and White. Yeah, that's the name. Just type Black and White Licor. Licor. It should be like a little, it looks like a little white Westie and a black Westie.
There's something else I wanted to mention while we're looking for that, is that I found different about the festival, that people who, and I like to address it to our US people, because we have such a different view when we think of festivals. So when I was telling people I was going to an Afro-Colombian festival, they're thinking in the traditional sense of our festivals. And one of the things that I loved about Petronio Alvarez is
that is black and white.
That is very culture. It's so much culture there.
Mm-hmm.
The music was even cultural. So you're not expecting. Not me. I knew. So a lot of people who would be expecting, because you're going to Cali, which is known as like the salsa capital or whatever, that you're going to hear all salsa music, and that's all you're going to hear at the festival. And that's far from the truth. Will you hear?
Never even heard salsa.
Yeah, you hear cultural Colombian, traditional Colombian music. You're doing traditional Colombian dances. Again, shout out to Dee, who did offer a class that we took while we were there, where we got to actually learn.
The best class ever.
Yeah, we actually got to learn some of those traditional dances, and not just learn the dances, but we got to learn the meanings behind the dances. So it gives you a different perspective when you're watching them perform on stage. For example, I can't remember the name of the one dance where the man has to approach the woman and court the woman, right? And he has to do this thing where he's trying to like get her, and you could see that play out on stage with the costumes that they had on, that he's dancing around her trying to get her attention, and she's kind of like ignoring him a little bit, but she's kind of giving him a little bit of attention. And then there's like this exchange of courtship that happens between them, and we wouldn't have known that that's what that was. I mean, you could kind of see that, but we get the real meaning behind that. Some of the group dances that we saw people doing in the crowd as well as on stage, being able to participate and know how to do it, one, was cool, but two, also understand where it came from, the history behind it, the meaning behind it, and getting that from someone who performs it, who has learned about it, who's been educated on it, because our teacher for that class was very educated, and she was so sweet and wanted to share and correct us to make sure we were actually capturing how to actually do the dance. And
shout out to Soraya.
So
Daniela's mom.
The festival was it was such a cultural experience for me.
It was cultural enrichment for sure.
Yes, definitely. And I was both surprised and in awe, because they really put a lot of effort into being as authentic to the original stories and telling that through the generations to the crowd, and the crowd appreciation, the crowd participation. It was really a beautiful, loving environment to be in as a Black American who's not been in that environment before, in that sort of way. And like I said, we have festivals and we celebrate, we have a good time, but they really pour into the cultural stuff behind it, and that's what made it so much more special.
It's funny. I listen to you. You have
she says it, I live it.
Yeah, right. But I wanted to hone in on like my first time like getting into that culture, like especially in like Latin America, because I get a lot of times like, why you like to go to Latin countries? And I just be like, man, like you ain't gonna understand, like, and sometimes I tell people this all the time. Latinas is not a color. They think that you're going to be around Ariana Grande color type people, you know, because that's I don't know if she's Spanish or not, but I'm trying to think of somebody. Oh, J-Lo, you know, color looking people. I'm like, there's people that's blacker than me out there that they have so much culture. And I had a friend from Brazil to come here maybe like 3-4 years ago. And she said, I want to get into Black American culture. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay.
Take him to church on Sunday.
I'm telling you, I had a struggle with it. I had a struggle with it because I'm like, if I do the culture that I just came from in Brazil, and you kind of expecting the same thing because you know you got tons of Black people here. Like your culture is, I know y'all have some cultural things that I can dive in and be immersed. Right. I'm like, man, I could take you to the strip club, a barbecue.
Exactly. A family reunion.
It ain't gonna be a condom blade festival. You know, some type of festival where it's just tons of
Atlanta has a Caribbean festival. You've never been?
Yes, but that's not really that's a Caribbean festival. That's not like Atlanta culture. You see what I'm saying?
But you want to know something, Adrian? What? I didn't feel like I was at a Latin festival.
Because Latin is not a.
I felt like, and I keep saying it over and over again, I was at a Blackity Black festival. It just happened to be
Africa.
Yes, it just happened to be in Cali, Colombia. Because it was all about Black. It wasn't about Latin. That's what I loved about it, is that it wasn't about Latin. They recognized their Latin, so they didn't have to do that. But this time they were recognizing the Black. The Black part of them, the part of them that makes them Cali, the Pacific part of them that gives them this rich culture that they're there celebrating. It wasn't about Latin at all. I felt so.
The only Latin thing is our language.
Yeah, it was Black. I mean, literally, if it wasn't for them speaking Spanish, you would not know you were in Latin America. You would thought you were at an Afro festival, like an Afro people festival somewhere in the planet. That's what it felt like. And even people who weren't as melanated as we were couldn't help but be in awe of the Blackity Blackness. I mean,
girl, they had on their head wraps and all types of stuff.
I mean, it was head wraps, it was tattoos, it was locks, it was braids, it was earrings that said Afro, it was earrings with Africa, it was nose rings, it was the jewelry around the arms, the jewelry around the ankles, it was jewelry around the neck, it was African art, but in a different, African Colombian art, but in a different perspective, from our perspective, it was an acknowledgement of the ancestors, which we gonna get to that because I have my favorite moment probably that I want to acknowledge. It was acknowledgement of the ancestors and allowing all of us, and really without even thinking about it, and they did such a great job with this, the festival people organized, recognizing that we didn't just have people from Pacific Colombia there, that we had Africans from other continents who were there to be a part of the Pacific celebration of Africanness, of Blackness, of cultural history, of African history and slavery and enslaved peoples who migrated and built lives for themselves in Cali. Like that's what we were all there for. And the reason why that meant so much is because being African American and having that transatlantic slave background and that knowledge means we're missing that cultural thing, right? We have a culture, okay? But we're missing that cultural music, dance, language. We're missing some of that. And they've maintained it in such a huge way in the Pacific of Colombia and in Cali in particular, that it's 500,000 people came to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And they took advantage of knowing that it was going to be more than just the continent of South America that was going to be there, that we were going to have some North Americans there. We're going to have some Africans there. And we all you couldn't tell who was who. So that's why I say you wouldn't know this was a Latin American festival, Afro-Colombian. You knew it was Afro though. It just.
Yeah, I met a bunch of Africans this year from Nigeria, from Kenya, from Tanzania. I found
And
some Tanzanians that have a restaurant out here.
And they even allowed them to perform. Wow. They allowed them to perform in the festival. Do y'all know that they brought a band from New Orleans to play in that festival?
As well. Yeah, every year they're bringing an international guest. This is the first year in a long time they brought an American band. There hasn't been an American band here in a long time. They brought a really famous guy from Brazil, like in 2015, I think. The one that sings Magdalena. Magdalena do so.
Oh, they brought him?
Oh my God, y'all. That was a crazy Petronio. Like there was so much dust kicking up because it wasn't at that venue.
I wish I had been there. That's my song.
It wasn't at the venue where it is now. That venue, they started doing Petronio there, I think 2016 or 2017. But when they brought Carlinhos, when they brought him, it was the last Petronio they did at this dusty soccer field where they were doing Petronio already for the last 2-3 years. So they moved it because every year more people kept coming. It didn't last long in that venue. So they converted that whole area that we were in this year. I mean, they really just put up stuff and then they take it down because that's really just like a parking lot where people learn how to ride motorcycle.
Like it was,
honestly,
they brought a very popular band from Colombia, and they brought the
most popular band.
Yeah, the most popular. Well, no, I mean for this one particular segment. So they brought the band. It was an African band, and I can't remember what country they were from.
Benin. They were from Benin, Africa.
Yes. They performed, and then the U.S. band performed, and then the Colombian band followed. Well, what we didn't know, which Petronio, again, chef's kiss on how you guys put on this festival, whoever the organizer. I think I got a picture with her. They combined those three bands into one band one night. And they said that this was the first time on this festival stage that an African band, a North American band from the U.S., and a South American band have combined into one band. They call themselves an international band. And I could hear the ancestors rejoicing because you had all the continents on which Africans have been dispersed through enslavement all together in one place on one stage, playing one sound. And they all were actually playing, the band from the US was a New Orleans band. They were playing their style of New Orleans music. The Benin band was also playing their style of music, while the Colombian band was playing their style of music. And it all sounded exactly the same almost. I mean, it just meshed so beautifully together on stage. And the crowd, we loved every second of it. I was just like,
I know everybody was going wild.
It was so crazy. And I'm like, the ancestors right now are just rejoicing because you have these three bands combined in one, and they're playing their music, and everybody's harmonizing and vibing and celebrating and dancing, and it was a party.
Rejoicing. It's just a whole rejoicing. Yes, I love it. It's amazing. I'm so glad you came. And let's not talk about the party we went to on Friday.
Woo.
So what did I miss? What did I miss?
So
you missed it all.
One thing I can say about Petronio that I did not anticipate is how much partying you actually do. So you did an excursion during the day, right? Then you go to the festival, maybe 5, 6. You eat a little thing. You drink a lot of viche. You eat some more because there's a lot of food vendors, so you want to eat a lot, right? Plus the music is going on the main stage. Plus there's several stages around there. Plus there's vendors you can buy things from, jewelry, whatever,
clothing,
whatever. Yeah. I bought all of it. Whatever they had to sell, I pretty much bought it all. But then you go to this main stage where the main performers are performing, and you're dancing there too.
You're up for at least 4 hours. You never sit down.
Never sit down. Then they had the nerve and the audacity to have after parties.
And then after parties for the after party.
So you just it's really a 7 days of partying. And I got the opportunity on Friday to go to take some women that I was traveling with from Brazil, and shout out to those women and Rebecca for the group that I traveled with.
Yes.
I had an amazing experience traveling with 20 to 25 other women, Black women, but most of them were from Brazil and spoke Portuguese. But somehow, you know, God knows what He's doing when it comes to Black women. We know how to communicate with each other. We know how to love on each other. And I had the best time with them. So some of them actually came with me to Dee's after party. It was a reggaeton, Afro beats.
No reggaeton. It was dance hall and Afro beats and Amapiano. Yes. Yeah, we know. I'm not. They never played. They played dembow. They played Dominican dembow.
Yeah,
and they played Brazilian funk like for an hour.
For real.
And those girls went crazy listening to Brazilian funk.
They went crazy. Them girls, because the DJs were my homeboys, so I was like, hey, I got like 15 Brazilian girls here. I need you to like, because they started playing funk and they were like, hey. And I was like, keep playing the funk because the girls are enjoying it. And they just, they went off and played funk for like an hour. Yeah. But we had a blast. We met up with more, more foreigners were in there. Black, of course.
Yep. And I mean, it's a rooftop overlooking Cali. I mean, I'm looking at the Christ in the one corner lit up. Cali
and then
lit
the
up.
3 crosses in the other corner.
Yeah. Then we got, this is on a Friday night, so they had the Boulevard, which is the main boulevard in Cali that everybody kind of comes out to on Friday night. We left the Boulevard at midnight to come to Dee's party.
Right.
So that lets you know, like, it's really a party, like, all day, all night. Like, we didn't leave Dee's till like 3:34, and that's only because we had a photo shoot the next morning at 10. So we had to go.
I had a tour the next day.
It was a good time.
It was lit.
We probably sent you about 5 videos.
It was 420 friendly. Yeah, we was like, hi, you ain't here.
Oh, y'all had some reefer now? Oh,
of course.
He's so old. He calling reefer.
Wacky tobacco, whatever you want to call it.
Twin.
We had a good time.
Yes, we had a good time.
Yeah, y'all sent me that video. That video. I think that was from the party because I could remember seeing a skyline or something like that.
Yep.
From that party
next
video.
Year it's gonna be even more lit. I'm gonna actually throw up my own party.
You gonna throw your own party?
Throw my own party next year, and I'm gonna add a couple more events. I love the dance class. We bringing the dance class back, Tiffany, because we learned so much. Like, I really love the history of what we learned that day. And she was just so thoughtful to tell us everything. Yeah, I cannot remember the names of any of the dances right now. I remember La Fuga, the Puja. That was the one where we were running. The first was the basic step. The Bunde. Bunde was the first one. Bunde was the first one. Then we had the Huga and the Fuga. And then the last one, I don't remember if she gave us a name because we were paired up.
I think she did, but I can't remember what it was.
I didn't even write it down. I should have been taking notes.
I recorded a lot of it. I just need to send you that video. I'm going to have to maybe find a way to send it to you. You have to zip it or something. Because I recorded a lot of it.
Send it on what's up?
I'm really shout out to Aileen. I'm waiting on Aileen, the girl that was recording with her friend. I'm waiting on her to drop her Petronio content because I know it's gonna be really good. Like, because she was able to be with the press. She had a press pass. So she was in all the spaces.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she had a press pass. She was everywhere with her camera. So I know she got some really good footage.
Yeah, and I got to meet a couple of other Americans who were there. Like I mentioned, Chris. Shout out to him again. But I got to meet a couple. He
wanted to come on. Chris wanted to come on, Adrian.
Why he didn't come on?
Why he didn't come on?
I told you to send him the link.
Oh, that's what the message you gave me or something?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't hear the message. No, I couldn't listen to the
because
message.
Tiffany, you're not in the other group, are you?
No,
You're
I'm
only
not.
in my group. You
I'm
want me
only
to put
in your
you in the
group.
other group?
Hold a minute, I got it coming.
Do you want me to put you in the other group?
Yeah, might as well.
I got
Yeah,
my
somebody kept talking about my secret groups.
I got them right there.
Oh, you have secret groups?
Nah, I mean, I'm talking about your group. I was in your group. We thought I had secret groups. Oh, I ain't got no secret groups.
While we wait for my guy King.
Adrian, who is out here with the king?
Chris.
That's Chris.
He said read the
I thought it was in the streets with King or something.
No, it's out here with King, unless he changed it. Yes, unless he changed it.
I think he changed that a little bit.
No, it's not. It's right here, out here with King. I see it in the comments. How y'all gonna have a live and not invite the unofficial mayor and ambassador for the Black North Americans to the chat?
That's on Adrian. Hey, Chris, this ain't my show. I'm the co-host. That's
and
on
there
Adrian.
He is.
What's happening?
What's good? What's good? You know, I got to give you applause too, my brother. Give you the applause. Yeah.
Thank you. Likewise. Applause to the chat. Applause to the panel. How y'all doing?
I think me and Chris related.
At this point, we're all related.
Definitely. We all related somehow, some way. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Thank you.
They just rubbing it in about all the stuff I missed, man.
So, I was there. I was there with Luke.
Oh, you guys, is it VJ?
Hey, that's gonna cure your sore throat. That's gonna cure your sore throat right now.
Nice.
Just add some honey to it.
Hey, Chris told me he stayed by the VJ.
Yes, sir.
He told me where I could find him any night.
I know that at the Boulevard.
Nah, he said it.
Oh wait, we got the Boulevard as well, so we represent everybody with the VJ. We keep it all. Keep it all.
Well, there's different brands to it. There's different brands.
Yes, sir. You represent. You support your people. Make sure you give love where love need to be given.
Right. So I heard about this Boulevard, man. Break this Boulevard down to me, Chris.
It's just a real live. Back in the day, like I grew up in Georgia. I'm from Georgia, so grew up in small town Rome, Georgia. We used to have like block parties back in the day. So everybody just be out there. You laugh, you drink, you chill. Somebody hand you a drink, you take it. You hand somebody a drink, they take it. It's just nothing but peace and love. I've only seen 2 fights, and they was over just like that. Because the crowd was like, "No, not tonight." So it's just a peaceful, next level, good event. The thing about it is you get a lot of folks who come by themselves and they'll tiptoe past, not realizing you can just fall up in there. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you. They're not gonna bother you. They're gonna treat you like home and family.
She was a tiptoer. She still was. There was so many people out there, and it was just so. I just didn't know how to take it in, and I just wasn't ready for that. And I said,
and everybody's just chilling.
Everybody
minding their business, drinking, doing whatever they're doing.
Yep. Having a good time, just enjoying each other's company. It's like it was nothing like I have ever experienced. I mean, like I said, even I'm gonna be honest with you, as a solo traveler, female, when I run into other Black men, especially from the US, it's kind of 50-50 what you're gonna get. You're gonna get some a little sketchy. How you doing, baby girl? All right, good. And then you got the ones that be like you invisible. Mm-hmm. It was so dope to be at this festival and have these. I mentioned the women. Black women are always going, no matter where you are in the world, Black women gonna love on you. That's one thing I learned about being with all those women from Brazil. They're gonna love on you. They don't care what language you speak. Black women gonna love on Black women. They're gonna tell you're beautiful in whatever language you need to hear it so that you understand it. Black men are different, but the Black men in Cali, nobody better not ever say nothing bad about them, because all the ones that I met were like, and I met a few that night at your club, D. And all of them were like, "Hey, sister, how you doing? Giving me hugs, love on you. Need anything? You let me know." Dropping knowledge. You know, it was all love, and that was good to see. Because, like I said, I've been to other places and not seen that from our Black men. So it was great to see that there as well.
Yeah, it's a lot of love out here. It's family out here. Chris knows. We got each other's back.
Yeah.
You know, for the most part, like they say, we have a lot of really solid dudes out here, but just like anywhere you go, you got clowns everywhere. So, you know, we overlook the clowns, whether they be male or female. A clown gonna clown regardless of who clowning, but you ain't gotta be part of the circus.
Right.
Right. I don't want to be part of coming out the little clown car. Sorry, 50, 11 of them in there.
Right.
And Brown Looking Baron said, Tiff, did you have the fruit salad?
I'm scared to answer that question because BLB got weird intentions. His intentions got a joke behind it that I don't know. So what's fruit salad, Chris? I trust Chris. Chris will let me know. What's a fruit salad?
I don't know. Let's talk about salad picon or you know, something like that. Yeah.
Or ensalada de frutas. I mean, Colombians love fruit salad just as a snack. Like we'll add cheese or ice cream on it.
The only time I ate fruit was at breakfast. I didn't really eat fruit. I ate a lot of beans, a lot of rice, a lot of plantain and tostones, and a lot of stuff I couldn't even pronounce that I ate. I'm gonna tell you that now. Whatever that little ball is, that's got that beef
potato ball.
Oh, potato, yeah.
Man.
Oh my God!
I'm only there for a week. I bet I had 20 of them motherfuckers for real. Like
I can dig it. I can dig it.
I was like 3 because I had one the first time, and I was like, "Damn, that's good." I went back and got let me get 2 more.
Yes,
You had a shrimp one or the beef one?
The beef one.
Oh, you had a regular. Okay. Ooh, yummy. I love me a good with like shredded beef and rice.
Yes. I was like,
oh my God, yes.
In this potato thing. And whatever that fruit is, they put honey on in the stands. It look like a tomato.
You like chontaduro?
That shit tastes like sweet potatoes. I don't know what y'all talking about.
You know that's an aphrodisiac too.
Okay, whatever. It was bomb.
Oh, so she probably did have some fruit salad then.
Shut up.
Shout out to Darnell. Yes. Oh my God, my boy Darnell is here.
You know Darnell? That's my guy.
I just had dinner with him last night, actually.
Oh, look at that old
Darnell is out here right now. Yes.
We sliding out to Cali.
I wanted him to meet Chris. But Chris is sick, so he can't come outside.
Yeah, Darnell drive the truck.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good brother right there. He's been supporting me for a minute. Yeah, that's a good dude right there, man. I have nothing bad to say about Darnell, man. That's like my big brother.
Yeah,
I want to say, you know, D, you do a really good job of letting us know what to expect. For that the top 10 things, I followed all of them, all 10 things.
You really did to a T.
To a T, including the fan. She said, "Bring a fan." I brought a fan because y'all, it was hot. It was hot. I can tell you that. Wearing your cute
and it rained.
Yeah, and it rained. So I mean, the sneaker thing. Don't bring sneakers you care about getting dirty and wet and all that stuff. Don't bring them. She was on point on that. Don't wear them cute little flat sandals. She was on point on that. Colombia's not knowing space. Boy, was she right on that. I didn't know if somebody's feeling my booty or just trying to get by sometimes.
Right. And all types of elbows you be receiving. They be like, boom, boom. You be like,
somebody grandma pushing through the crowd. She elbowing you like, boom. You like, hold up. You feel like, they're American and you like, what you going? And it's
grandma,
like,
you okay? Lady. I got to turn around and check grandma okay. Because like, why are you pushing me? Why is you pushing?
It was such a good time, and I heard a lot of things about Cali before I booked Cali. Everybody said go to Cartagena.
What did you hear?
That it was ghetto, that it was violent, that there was a lot of stuff going on. Watch your cell phone, which that cell phone part is true. Thank God I didn't get none snatched, but Chris kept reminding they gonna snatch your phone because I was out there like recording, being a hard-headed American trying to take pictures, but
look, it happens. It happens.
I told you to put that phone up. I ain't
ready to
down.
But I didn't get a lot of content because I was mindful. I kept hearing that voice in my head, like, you surprised how quick, he said, you'd be surprised how quick it happened.
Right.
Like, but we had I had everything was dispelled by the second day. When I went to that festival and saw where I was coming into, I was ready after that. Any fears, any of that kind of stuff kind of dissipated immediately. I never had a problem getting around. Ubers were, easy to get. I actually found I was able to get Ubers easier. I know a lot of Ubers wanted you to pay cash, but what I can tell you is they did know they had a lot of Americans and a lot of people were taking the regular Uber.
Good.
So you didn't have to give them any cash, which actually helped me out because I spent all my cash buying stuff from vendors.
Right.
And I stayed supported the Black vendors. I mean, even if I didn't buy anything, I went into your booth and took a card. But most of the time, if I didn't go into your booth, I bought something. I bought something from just about every booth in there because I brought stuff back for family and stuff like that. So, but it was a phenomenal festival, an amazing experience. I met the community that's there in Cali. For those who are watching, who are looking for a place to visit in Colombia, get with Dee, get with Chris, get with the community that's already there. Because I'm telling you, they have such a wealth of knowledge. They have so many things they can show you, help you with, and really will enhance the type of trip you're going to have there in Cali, Colombia.
And Chris, drop your link in the chat for your YouTube. Because I can't. Is it Out Here with King?
Yes, sir. Out Here with King on YouTube.
Okay, I couldn't find it.
I'm about to look for it, Chris, so I can follow you.
With King.
And
you typically just type in Out Here with and it usually come up. Huh?
I saw one of Chris. I told Chris this when I saw him at the club that I followed him on social media already. I saw his video on YouTube already when I was doing research on Cali. So it was weird when he introduced me to him and he's standing right in front of me. It was like a weird YouTube.
Was that at the club?
Yeah, it was like a weird YouTube moment. Like,
she was like, is this Chris? I'm like, yeah, it's him. I'm like, yeah.
Yo, I was watching
I get that all the time.
Yeah, me too. Now I'm getting it in the street. Like, hey, ain't you D? I'm like, oh. In the street.
We've been doing that forever with you.
Man, look,
everybody knows.
If you see me, just send me a message and let me know. If you really need to talk to me, then come up to me because some people are weird. So nah, I've had weird encounters. So I'm really like off put on the fangirling stuff. I'm like, if you're gonna come cool and correct, bien pueda, like we say here, like go ahead and do it. But if you know you're drunk and you're gonna start talking weird, like stay away from me. No.
And I was gonna say no, but I do have to second that because you're going, hey man, where the hoes at? Hey man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Look,
no.
be acting all weird. Oh, but you cute in real life.
What?
Yeah.
That's foul.
Wow.
Real life. I don't know.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm sure Chris get that a lot. Where the hell, man?
Yeah, you get that all the time. I mean, it's just crazy, man, how cats just figure, okay, I know you ain't getting no real women, so where the rest of it? Like, come on, bro. It's like I say all the time, man. Appreciate you. All you got to do is just be a genuine dude and folks will dig you. You know what I'm saying? It's that easy.
Not Barry White. Your nickname Barry White on YouTube, Chris?
Nah, I usually get on Razor Channel, they call me Lou Rawls.
Oh, you do sound like Lou Rawls. Oh, you'll never mind.
Oh, Jesus.
He does a little. Y'all not lying.
You got to do some radio out there.
Chris, I bet you your phone game back in the day used to be killing them. What's up, girl? How you doing?
I got a couple of guys. Funny enough, one of the guys who was down here with us does radio, so I'm trying to. Well, he does like voiceovers, so I may see about trying to get in there with him and one of my other guys from back home.
You know
it's something I tried years ago, just didn't make it.
Yeah,
Then wind
I
up
want to get into
pushing at it, you know.
voiceovers, actually.
Chris
There's
was
actually a
Chris was
website I
19.
signed up to.
Chris was 19, pulling them cougars around 40 something.
You know what's funny? My voice changed at 13, so you consider at 13 years old sounding like this. Now, I sound bad because I'm sick right now. I got a little congestion. But at 13, you call a little 13-year-old girl house, hey, Melissa home? Hell no, she ain't home. I'm like, sir, I'm only 13. Come, bring your ass over here. I'm going to show you 13. And you wind up, you like 4 foot tall. Like, oh.
No, that is
Oh.
I wouldn't even
Come on in, little boy. I'm about to beat your ass. I was going to beat your ass when you showed up after you little kid.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wouldn't even go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go.
Crazy.
Yeah, back in the day, boy. It was cool and fun and bad. You know what I'm saying? It was good and bad.
Right.
That's funny.
I mean, I can't even imagine. Maybe you were able to use it to your advantage sometimes.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, you call out of school or you need to help your friend or something like that. It was always good for that. My son is sick. He can't make it to school today. You know, I just want to call and let y'all know.
Yeah, you had to be my friend.
You definitely got you definitely done had grown man vibes in your voice for a long time. Like that's a grown man right there.
Another question I got.
What's up, JC?
How many other festivals do y'all have in Cali? Is that Petronio the biggest one? I know y'all have another one that's kind of around the Flower Festival in Medellin.
Well, we have several festivals throughout the year. It's just Petronio is like one of the biggest ones.
It's the biggest one.
We got like the book festival coming up. Of course, that's not like a party type of thing, but it's like a book fair that we have. I think we had Jazz Festival in July, Chris. There was like
Jazz Festival.
I don't remember.
What is it, the Salsa Festival?
That's the Feria.
Festival is in October.
Yeah, Feria de Cali.
No. There's a World Salsa Championship Festival that we host every year here.
Yeah. I saw billboards for that when I was there.
It's in October, so that's like a 5-day event thing too. You know, a lot of people go and support the salsa academies. Lots of salsa dancers and salsa lovers. They go to that event.
Okay. Yeah, Colombia always have a lot of festivals. Brian Lucky Baron said he'll be there in a week. Watch out, look out for my guy here. He's coming. He said that's his home.
I mean, we have Feria de Cali at the end of the year, but when we have that, there's one day that's like Petronio during the Feria de Cali. Like one day there's just like one day that's just really black. Out the festival.
Colombian internet strikes again.
Yeah, I want to mention that I went to the festival every day you could go to the festival. I went, except for Friday. I didn't go Friday. But the largest day was Sunday. And that's because Grupo Nietzsche played at the festival for the first time ever. And that day actually was the only day I probably will say that it was a lot more people than I had ever seen. It was all the other days were a lot of people I had ever seen, but that day in particular, that Sunday, was a lot more people than I had ever seen because it was probably 3 times the amount that I saw throughout the week that were there on Sunday. So, like, even walking into the festival area was different than any other day. Like,
oh my God, Sunday is the worst.
We were in the food area, and the food area turned into a damn club because the DJ was playing, and the food area was like a club,
right?
Which was fun. You know what I'm saying? That's before you even get to the main stage to watch Grupo Nietzsche, which did not come on until 1 a.m. Y'all, they did not hit the stage.
So they really ended that late. Wow.
Yes.
No wonder.
Yes.
What was I doing Sunday? I feel like I was out Sunday night. Okay, I was back in La Terraza. My friends were performing Sunday night, so I went back to the club we went to Friday night. I went back there Sunday night because I had a couple friends that were there, that I randomly ran into, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna stay right here with y'all.
Like,
And then
I didn't go
ran
to no
into
after
two
party.
other guys.
I didn't go to no after party Sunday night. That was the only night that I didn't do an after party. I did an after party except Tuesday night because remember we asked you, was there any after parties on Tuesday? And you were like, not really. They don't really start until Friday.
Right.
So we went to
Tuesday
I
was
didn't go
like
to
a
after party.
regular working day.
Yeah.
Tuesday was like the start of the week, so it was like, ain't nothing to really do today. I mean, I don't know if La Topa was open because of them being
I think it was
on the Monday. Do they don't take that Monday off?
The following Monday or the Monday before?
You mean the holiday?
Monday holiday, because it was a Monday holiday here.
The Monday holiday, nobody was open. Trust me.
La Pergola was open. La Pergola was open. They usually open. They're open till like midnight or like 12:50 or something like that. And then you have your 5 a.m. places like in Manga, like Cafe Mi Tierra.
Yeah, Manga,
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hit
I really wasn't trying to do all that. Like going to the party was just enough for me. Going to Petronio the first day was enough for me because I was hosting stuff. So I wasn't trying to lose my voice either because that's a whole different hassle. I couldn't work.
Yeah.
I had already taken people money. I can't do that. I got to go to work.
I would recommend if somebody from the U.S. was coming in and they say, what day should I come in? I would say come in on Tuesday. You don't necessarily need to go to the festival on Tuesday or Wednesday. I would say start attending the festival on Thursday. If you don't like crowds, go early. You don't have to stay late. If you don't like crowds, you ain't got no business going. Let me just tell you that because these crowds are not like crowds you've ever seen. I want to make sure I'm very transparent about that. If you don't like crowds, don't go. But if you're okay with crowds,
go on a Wednesday.
But you get nervous in crowds, go on Wednesday and Thursday, early Friday. Do not go Saturday, and do not take your ass out there on Sunday. It's going to be overwhelming.
Not at all, no.
Oh, because when the Sunday is the closing of the festival, and there's always some type of big artist that closes. You know, Grupo Nietzsche is the biggest salsa group to come out of Colombia. Like they put Colombian salsa on the map, literally. Especially in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yep.
And to see them perform, like that was awesome.
That was awesome.
I mean, I didn't go, but I saw them on Telepacifico. I didn't have to.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even not Friday, but Saturday, we were like close to the stage. On Sunday, you know where you walk into the main stage? That's as far as we got, is where you walk in.
Wow.
And there was people from side to side, front to back, like you wasn't going nowhere.
Even the grassy parts were full.
And mind you, it had rain, so the grassy parts were full with mud. So people were still standing in the mud. They didn't care. They was there to see Grupo Nietzsche.
And it was mama and kids and all types.
Grandmama, great grandmama. I saw people walking. A dude with a wheelchair went through the trench behind me. He in a wheelchair. Going through the trench behind me to get through the crowd.
Doing too much. Everybody be doing too much on Sunday. That's why I don't go. I don't go on Sunday. It's just too much. It gets too hectic for me. And then Monday is just the closing. Like it's one of the easiest days to go and like buy from the vendors. If you didn't get to buy anything throughout the whole week, they might be down to the last things that they have, but exactly. So if you didn't get what you saw on Wednesday or Thursday, it might not be there by Monday. You know, you should have got it beforehand. Shouldn't have thought about it and bought it instead. Should have supported. Yeah. The vice president was there having a good old time as usual. She comes every year. Even before she was vice president, she comes every year. So, yeah, she comes every year.
It really is the best festival I've ever been to. Hands down. Petronio Alvarez got it. I'm so glad I came. I'm so glad that I threw my American ideas of what this festival may be like out of the window. And I'm grateful that you did your videos. Chris, yours first, and then D, your follow-up with what the 10 things, because it really helped me embrace what I would be experiencing. And it wasn't mongering, Chris. Thank God you didn't focus on the mongering. I appreciate that from a female perspective. When I go somewhere, I don't want to see what the clothes look like. I want to see what the area. I'm cool. Do what you do. You're gonna do y'all mongering videos. Do what y'all do. I don't care. But understand, there are some of us who want to know what we're going to experience when we go. And so I need to see other stuff too. I can fast forward through your mongering shit, but at least do something about the culture, the community, the food, something that is other than what the ass look like. Because I don't know what the ass look like.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, you'll never catch none of mine. I don't do that. I don't get down that way.
It's funny. I remember when you was telling me about I wanted to go to Cartagena. It was years, maybe 1 or 2 years ago, and you was like, "Ain't nothing but you call them chica videos. Ain't nothing but chica videos coming up." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what you gonna do when you Google any major city in Colombia."
Everywhere I've been,
it's gonna be.
No, I mean, you gotta know people basically, because Cartagena isn't just chicks. There's so many other things to do there.
Right.
Yeah, when you go by 2 years,
like I literally want to go back. Like I mean, it's a love and hate relationship with me, but I want to go back. I do want to go back. I do want to go back. It is a love-hate relationship. Like I want to go back to Palenque one more time, and I want to. There's this bird reserve that I want to go to. There's a bird reservation like out there on an island. You see like flamingos and all types of these other beautiful birds. I want to go and do that. That's really what I want to go do. And I'm looking for some family members. So I need to go like an hour away from Cartagena because I'm trying to trace my great grandfather's family on my mother's side. They were Black, but he moved from Bolivar, from like an hour away from Cartagena, all the way to the shipping port, which I assume was because he went down to work out there at the shipping port. Or I don't know, like that's what I'm trying to find out. Why did he move all the way from Cartagena to Buenaventura?
But
what year did he leave?
You saying the shipping port in Cartagena or the one in Buenaventura?
There isn't a big. I mean, Cartagena shipping port isn't important. Like it's not.
Right, it's not. It's small compared to Buenaventura. Yeah.
Yes.
It's small. It's
so. Yeah, like I know my grandfather worked at the shipyard. Most of my family has worked at the shipyard. My grandfather retired from the shipyard. So did my aunt. My cousin's on the way. She has a good job there. But I want to know why my great grandfather left that side of Colombia to come over here and ended up having like 7 or 8 children in Buenaventura, mostly males.
Damn.
Big, tall, lanky Black males. My grandfather was tall, Black, and lanky, and all his brothers were too. There were like 7 or 8 brothers and maybe like 1 sister, and they all died kind of young. Like they all died like before their 80s. Like my grandfather passed at 73, but he had a drinking problem when he was younger, so he ended up developing like cirrhosis or whatever, cirrhosis. Like he had a renal problem. He had to get dialysis for 19 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna hold y'all no longer.
Yeah, let me go to Chippy Chappy.
You gotta go to Chippy Chappy.
Yeah, Chris be having this little hoedown on Mondays and stuff with like.
I have the Monday night community get down for all of us, where I come and have a carefully curated selection of Black music, because there's nowhere really to get Black music here in Cali, Colombia. But some people come when I don't be there. See how Black folk do?
I'm literally going because I'm gonna meet up with Viviana though. She's, you know, she does the crochet. My homegirl does crochet, so she's making me some clothes, and I need to go try them on.
Oh,
We do business at the mall. That's what we do.
I see. Yeah, y'all meeting up there. I heard Chippy Choppy is everything.
Yeah, I went to that mall, by the way.
Nice.
I went to that mall. You know I had to go.
It's
Okay.
nice. You know, it's like all outdoorsy and stuff.
Yeah, it is. And I did
go
do
to
some
the
damage
other
at
mall.
I did some damage at the H&M and the Nike stores. And
Okay.
Good,
That's
good.
good. That's good.
I always got to hit H&M when I'm at H&M and Nike when I'm out of the country because they be having different stuff, y'all.
They really do.
If anybody knows me, y'all know that's my weakness. Shopping for stuff I don't need.
Okay. Well, I appreciate Dee coming on.
Thank y'all.
Her channel right here. Definitely subscribe and support her. She's gonna be coming out with some more videos. I know.
I am.
Very soon. You can do your tours with her. That's a bread and butter right there. She always tells me, I got a tour. I think I got a tour. So, and also Spanish classes. Are you still doing the Spanish classes?
I probably start in October again.
Okay. But my Spanish.
I know I owe you some classes.
Oh, you know.
Look, I had to get ready for Petronio. It was a mess.
Yes. I know you didn't re-up on me.
Yeah, of course. I got you.
Chris done left.
Kristen left. I didn't even get to say bye.
Yeah, he said, I'm about to go to Chippy Choppy, man. I ain't got time. Well, there you go.
No, he can't.
Yeah, trying to read comments. My bad.
Sick.
He said, I got to go to Chippy Choppy, man. I'm out.
You don't ever know what might happen. I might show up there.
I'm not trying to be.
So y'all just y'all go there. And is it like meet up in the food court or coffee shop?
Nah.
It's a little kiosk. It's a little kiosk called Reggae and Pop, and you just have drinks there. Does he have snacks? No, right?
Nah, you can order stuff from other restaurants. So they got different menus. I have a relationship with the folks up at Mr. Wing, so they always come through for us. But it's like I said, the thing is, they were asking, I saw the comment, I was trying to read the comments, I hit the button to go back. What I'm looking to do is if I can ever find a spot in a good, ideal location that's open a restaurant here that caters to us. Because there's nothing here.
You want to find Georgia?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yes and no.
Okay.
I mean, the concept.
In the right areas. In the right areas, they don't cater. Because I'm sure
ain't nothing here to cater to black folks.
Nothing.
Petronio.
Yeah. Petronio. And you could tell that. You could tell that is the only time it's catered to black folks. You could tell.
And I can't say all black folks. I say black Americans. Because of course the Colombians here still have the influence, but they're still just as deep in salsa as the mestizos, if you will. So they're just as deep in that. It's just for us, for what we used to, what we come to, Medellin, Cartagena, is catered towards tourists. So of course they're gonna have what they have. But for us, it's not the same. And then, like I said, the thing is, you want to have a balance of an area. You don't want to have, as you were saying, no home-migrant ass place. You don't want no spot like that. You want something where you can bring your kids. If you want to bring your kids and enjoy it too. You want to have a respectable place that offers good food and good music. You don't want to slip on what you're doing simply because you got other stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Quality of the food is the first thing. If you're going to be serving trash, I don't give a damn what it is. I'm not going.
Yeah.
Quality of the food, quality of music, variety. I love salsa. Salsa is wonderful. But damn if I don't hear the same song every day.
Hey.
I said, like, I can set my watch to them same damn songs every day.
Hey.
Siempre they say that.
Let me tell you, I went, like I said,
I went to
the festival every night. And
see, that's because you listen to the same thing all the time. I can't
all
listen
day.
To the same
we ain't got no options.
When Friday came and D dropped that flyer with different music, and I sent it to everybody. At first, people were like, oh, it might be they thought it was like in the favela, like the ghetto part of Cali. And I'm like,
I have sent the wrong address.
I'm going. So when I got there and they got there, it was such a relief to not hear salsa music.
Them girls
Because
was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Finally,
like,
Brazilian funk. I'm like, yes, go ahead, girl, go dance.
we like
go have
party.
fun.
We party for real. Friday night.
You see what I'm saying?
Party
That's not very often. That's you just like you say, Brown Liquor Baron. I'm with you, bro. I'm looking for a spot. I've got 3 spots I've talked to some folks on. They just small.
I will be the
That's
DJ.
fine with me. We just can't. Okay, 3 things I ain't gonna hear. I'm not finna hit no in the damn club. I'm not finna hit no 25-year-old Dr. Dre. I'm not finna hit no 25-year-old Snoop Dogg.
And
God,
no.
It's fluent.
You never heard me play music.
Nah, okay, I believe in you.
I'll play some Money Bag, yo. How about that?
But they be killing me with them damn old ass doctors. They Dr. J, like, bitch, that's 30 years old.
They love that 50 Cent now. 50 Cent is global, boy. I'm telling you the impact of 50 Cent. I heard 50 Cent a lot of times in Cuba.
21 Questions. I'm so over it. Like, come on, man. Look, 3 guys I dedicated that song to me. It's time to move on. Like, it's time to move on. I want like a little hookah spot. Like, I want to do that. A little hookah spot in Granada would be
We can collaborate on that because I know the spot. I'm waiting for the folks to get back to me on it. And then, like he said, he's talking about the expat community. Here's one of the problems you have with the expat community. Can I cuss on your channel?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hoe ass niggas be hoe ass niggas no matter where you at. So if you got a bunch of hoe ass dudes that come down here, like I'm gonna point fingers, I'm gonna throw rocks because I do that. Medellin. I go to Medellin quite often. The community ain't that like that. It's a bunch of lurking ass dudes. Where the hoes at? You got a hoe this week? I got a hoe this week. You got hoes? There's a bunch of lurking ass dudes. A lot of times you ain't got a lot of stand-up ass people who come out here and do this. A lot of cats come out here with their little money to blow on some ass.
You said they little money because they do be little. I want to make that.
I mean, I'm saying I don't know what they blow. I'm just saying, it's just the insignificance of that being the only thing you travel for. You know what I mean?
Little money.
That's the insignificance of the only thing. You go to Hosua, you go to Hotahena, and you go to Hotagene, and all you do is get hoes.
Hotagena, I like that.
I mean, it defeats the purpose to me. You done came all this way to an entirely different country with a multitude of wonders, and you came for the same dirty hole somebody else had 10 minutes ago. And to take nothing away from the ladies, they gotta work, they gotta make money, they gotta feed their kids, huh?
They said you want the same girl they showed on YouTube, like you walk around looking for it.
And that's another thing that killed me too.
And be sharing all the pictures with each other on them groups as well. Like, that's.
And if that's how you get out, I ain't dick policing you, but they mold to what we do here and there. Anybody will tell you anywhere they go. We got the strongest family. We got the strongest community. We got the livest community there is in this damn country.
I believe it.
Right.
I bet money on that.
I seen it myself.
You lived it.
I did.
He said that man ain't lying.
Hey.
That's what he said.
That's why they call me the ambassador and unofficial mayor of Gringo Negroes here in Cali. I try to meet folks, man, bring us together, put us together, and find real, genuine, good ass experiences. We got potential, and we move differently here. So either cats gonna fly with us, or they gonna get the hell on. I'm gonna say this last thing, and I'm gonna get off here. This old creepy ass dude was there the other damn week, motherfucker creeping around the side and shit.
Are you talking about that dude that went to the thing on Monday with y'all?
Nah, it was some dude who just at the bar. I'm like, what the fuck is you hiding for? Just come over here and say something. Well, I really don't usually talk to folks. I've been here 7-8 years. So you been here 7-8? No, I've been coming 7-8 years. It's kind of boring. I'm like, what you be doing? Well, I go to this one and the doctor that one and the VIP that one. So nigga, you just have a home.
Oh my God.
So I'm saying, after you through hoeing, you done. You ain't got nothing else to do. Eat chicken in your room by your damn self and your drawers.
I'm surprised.
The hell else you got going on, bro?
I'm surprised he was cheap and chopping.
He was waiting to recover to go to another whole spot, I guess. I don't damn know.
Oh, crazy.
He ran through all the whole spots on whole spot number 1, whole spot number 2.
Hey, and Quietest Cap, y'all know where they be holding that at the salsa club. I like, why is you holding at the salsa club? Like,
which one? La Topa?
I don't know what name of it. I have to find the name of it for you. But we went to an after party, and it was a band, a really popular Colombian band playing there. The dude wanted to do I'm not gonna say anything because
about that
I'm not
That,
gonna say
you got to use Spanish at them places.
dark skin play the muscles with the muscles.
Stay on copete, yeah, stay on copete.
So that band was there, so they know. So they knew a lot of girls. They knew a lot of girls was gonna be there to come. It's an all male band.
He artist. He's been around.
So I mean, it's a lot of us in there, but not a lot of us for us, right? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of
that too. So a bunch of little foreign girls in there, you know, like backpacking girls,
young, very young. Mm-hmm. And you know
that's not the Hawaiian I speak of. I mean, you know, strictly.
That's a little playground.
Yeah, you got to know English for that. I mean, you got to know Spanish. I'm sorry, you got to know Spanish for that.
They know Spanish.
You can't just say how much.
Yeah,
how much?
No. That's what they want. They want that kind of spot.
How much?
Yeah.
I'm about to leave y'all alone.
The funny thing about that link is I went to Panama and this girls, they actually have legalized protected solicitation in Panama.
It's legal here.
Like they have a whole block where you can like drive by and see, you know what I'm saying?
That's Hotel and Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Hoda Jenna, Hoda Jean. I like that. That's new.
I'm gonna have to use that.
Yeah, I gotta use that. Hoda Jenna, Hoda Jean. Ay, Dios mío.
Yes.
You can't put Ho in Cali. Sorry.
Now y'all know why I like Chris. Because this what I got. This the conversation we had immediately is just about why people ain't coming and what they coming there for and this and that and not really
because it's the same general reason why people come to Colombia.
Mm-hmm. It's so much to enjoy. I just had such a good damn time. I'm trying to figure out how I can get back because I have other things
let me know.
Uh-oh.
Now
you're gonna be running back and forth to Cali. Oh Lord. Here she go. I'm about to go on a little trip. I'm going back to Colombia.
I'm going to Cali. I'm going to the beach with
Colombia can be addictive, man. I mean, I said if I go back to Colombia, it's gonna be maybe the Cali. I want to try Bogota. I haven't tried those two cities, but other than that, man, I'm on the other stuff, man.
Right.
You know, there's more.
You've been to San Andres.
I love. Oh yeah. Oh, San Andres. Yeah. San Andres.
You've been there.
Yes, because I got to go to your Jamaican spots. Oh
my God.
I didn't get a chance to get them. Yeah, I got to go to the jerk chicken spot. I love San Andres, so that is my spot.
San Andres.
San Andres.
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 There you go, Andres.
San Andres. I'm trying to shut y'all down.
Kicking us out. All right.
Well, you got to be going now. I'll see you later.
You got to get the hell out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah. All right, I'm out. I'm about to go to
like you see the door right there, you need to be on the other side of it. Yes.
Right.
All right, y'all. So yeah, that's it, man. What I missed in Cali, Colombia, and so I appreciate D for coming on. Subscribe to the channel. It's in the bio, and I'm gonna put Chris's information in the description of this video. I appreciate you pulling up, my brother. I'm gonna get you on
thank you
for just an interview with us, just by yourself, man. I had always told her to give me your information, but I never got a chance to hook up with you because I'm in Atlanta too.
Right on. Yeah, I know you be doing all the videos of the places I know and all the videos and pictures and shit. We're like, damn, I ain't been there forever.
The Cloudland Canyon joint.
Yes, sir.
I said, that's Cloudland. He's like, yeah, how you know? I said, yeah, that's my spot. That's my spot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. But thank you all, and the chat, BLB, Darnell,
Bye, Brown
Tiffany, everybody, Fresh, the Flyboy JC, Travel Partners, my guy Joe, and yeah, so that's about it, man. And with that, we are officially gone.
Y'all be easy.
All right.
Mahalo.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.